Oogling? Oogling is healthy, Carbon. That's not ogling. That's oogling.
What is
I.
ogling? Oh, right. You're right.
It is. Yes.
Oh, crap.
Remember your English, girl. It's the language you're speaking. Sometimes when you get mad, you know you're a tweaking. Tweaking. That's a thing. I finally figured out what tweaking was the other day. Ooh, I starred this.
That
Okay.
wear their pants around their ankles, tattoos on their necks, talk like they just came from the deepest of the ghetto.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes, I love it. You know what I love, and here's what I absolutely love: is people who. I used to have a friend. Okay, I used to have this little tiny buddy. He was like 5 feet tall, and he was like, I don't know, he was an interesting dude. But he always talked. He'd come from South Compton, and I was like, one day I was like, like, do you actually do this at home? And he was like, yeah, yeah, totally. But he didn't, because I met his parents one day and they told him to stop it. It was funny. It was. They were like, stop talking like that. You're not blah blah blah. You came from whatever. Anyway, he was like this little middle class kid, and he talked. Oh my goodness, you swore he was like Easy E or something. It was amazing. He was such a cool little guy.
Can you do Easy
No, okay, back in the early 90s, like Ghetto Talk was like yo, it wasn't in this shizzle stuff. It was like that Snoop Dogg afterwards, but it was like, yo homie, what down, what you doing? I'm a badass, and you had to do like this drawl, and he actually had the limp. Like he had the pimp limp. And he used to limp along, and girls would tell him that he's got something funny going on with his leg, and then giggle at him. And he was like, yo, he'd turn around and be like, yo, you ain't my hose, and keep on walking. And I was like, dude, ballsiest little guy ever. Loved him, man. He'd like flail out his arms, you ain't my hose. And I'd be like, no, they're definitely not your hose, for sure. That's not a thing that's happening to you. That's a... Hate those kind of people. Oh boy, I meant stupid. They wear their pants. He did, yeah. He had his pants down on his butt too. It was classic. Tattoos on their necks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he had his pants, and he would always wear them. And just for giggles, I'd pull them up on him. I'd be like, yeah, I'm just pulling your pants up, man. And he, shh. I'm not here. Hey, Bob. Bob, we love you. How's it going, Bob? Carbonated and I, we're talking about, like there's a thing that people do when they're white people and they don't want to admit that they're white people. They kind of act like they're another culture, which is interesting. I'm saying that's interesting. I mean, there is a whole subculture of white people who think they're not white people, or they do and they don't want to be. And you know what I say? I'm good on you. Culturally appropriate from anybody possible. I mean, I'm serious. Just go out there and get it, girl. Boy, whatever you are.
It's going okay, and you?
Quality Joe, it's hanging around. I got a good night's sleep. Oh yeah, we're spending on Quality Joe. Hell yeah, we are. Anyway, we're hanging out. I got some good sleep, so I'm feeling better about life. I'm a little less irritated. Playing me some 7 Days and loving it. I'm loving it. Da, 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 da. Anyway, yeah, my tiny little friend, he had his pants down all the time, and he was, oh, dude, he was so cute. He was a cute little man. And I thought, he was fun to be around. Anyway, it was always interesting. He would listen to Easy E. He listened to, you're white and don't want to admit it. I call that a mental illness. Well, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, he listened to what was it? What did he listen to? Oh my goodness, he had his favorite person, Scarface. Scarface. He loved Scarface, and he would drive around town with Scarface pumping out of his car. And Scarface was all gangster rap, and he would feel it, man. He would be.
Sing along or
No, he was a beginning rapper too. He was like the Eminem before Eminem.
Okay, yeah.
Like he was decent, man. He had good flow. He didn't have good lyrics, but he had good flow. Like he was a flower. He's a tattoo artist now. Look at that. That came around. He does tattoos now. Yeah, he totally does. Got into tattoos. He's a good tattoo artist too. But he started out in the rap game, and then fell out. He started at the bottom, now he's hot. You know what I'm saying? That's Drake. Somebody.